number 6 is family problems. All families have drama, but these are not things you should be sharing with others. It's also very disrespectful to share your family conflicts with others, and it devalues you as a person. Problems in a home are best resolved in the home. If there is something wrong, it is okay to tell people who are close to you, as they can provide some support. Now, I'm not talking about if you're being mistreated and you need to talk to somebody because you're being mistreated in the house. I'm just saying if you're talking about little dramas and drama that go on in the house, because all families have drama. That's the first thing we said. All families have drama. They all have it. But families that are tight, close-knit families, you don't hear about their drama. They not out in the front yard cussing each other out. 10 things you should always keep to yourself, 6 through 10. Other people's secrets. If somebody tells you a secret and they say to you, it's a secret, you should never tell anybody about that. Because you're betraying a secret. Somebody confided in you. If people tell you secrets and they say, look, man, this is a secret, I don't want nobody to know, they're being vulnerable, you should keep that information to yourself. Too many times, man, we fall out with people or we break up with people, and now that we fell out with them and broken up with them, we want to divulge all of their secrets. What I say is you don't have any integrity. Because just because I'm mad at you, just because we fell out, I'm still not going to tell your embarrassing secrets. Because that also is going to devalue you as a person. And the people who you telling the tea to, come on, man. You got somebody around you who keep talking about people, you think they don't talk about you? I guarantee if they talking about their mom and their daddy, they guarantee they talk about you. They talking about their own brother, their own sister, they talk about you. Do yourself a favor and don't be the one to talk about the private lives of others, and don't gossip about them. Just remember to mind your own business. If someone confides in you with confidential information, it is your duty, ethically, to keep their secrets. If you share this information with anyone else, then the trust is broken and the relationship will be sacrificed. Because once somebody tell you a secret they don't want somebody to know, and you divulge that information, that relationship will never be the same again. You might make up, but it'll never go back to what it was. And they will never trust you like they used to. Now, there are exceptions. If the situation is life-threatening or endangering the life of someone else, yes, tell that. You call me on the phone and you say you thinking about hurting yourself tonight, but don't tell nobody. Oh, I'm going to tell somebody. Yeah, I'm going to tell somebody. So you don't hurt yourself tonight. 10 things you should always keep to yourself, 6 through 10. Number 8, keep your fears and your weaknesses to yourself. Because once a person learns your fears and your weaknesses, don't fall out with them. I'm telling you, them fears and them weaknesses become ammo. They know how to get at you. They know what nerves to push. Everybody don't know how to get at you. Everybody don't know what nerves to push until you tell them. Fears and weaknesses. Everyone has fears and weaknesses, and sharing these feelings will not provide you comfort. Telling people about your fears and your weakness will never bring you comfort. Now, maybe talking about something that's bothering you, depressing you with a therapist. But just simply telling people, drinking beers, and I'm going to tell you what I'm afraid of, and I'm going to tell you what my weakness is while you're drinking beer. Oh, man, there's no value in that. In fact, people enjoying seeing other people's weaknesses, so don't feed the sickness. There are some people who enjoy that. Oh, man, haven't you seen when some people get ready to argue on a feed, and you got some people put the meme down there, they just eating popcorn? Or they might post, I'm just listening to the comments. I'm just being nosy. Because there are people who feed off of that. People with low self-esteem, that make them feel good. Why you think people watch Jerry Springer? Because if you feel down and depressed, you turn on an episode of Jerry Springer. If that don't raise your spirits,
my level is that bad.
You heard what I'm saying? Sheesh. Everyone has fears and weaknesses, and sharing these feelings will not provide you comfort. In fact, people enjoy seeing other people's weaknesses, so don't feed them. You can study up on your fears and weaknesses or get some professional help. Keep your fears to yourself, but share your courage with others. Fear takes away a person's ability to lead others, because if you're afraid, ain't nobody gonna follow you. People gonna follow a person who ain't afraid of what y'all finna walk into. So you can't be a leader if you're leading with fear. It causes doubt, hesitancy, and inability to make decisions when they matter most. You got something that's called the fear of success. A fear of success is a self-defeatist attitude and personality, especially towards good things, because you have a fear of success. But when it comes to bad things, you nurture that and marinate it. Come on, somebody. Fear of rejection. Fear of rejection is the fear of defeat. The fear of failure is a thought that allows motivation to avoid failure, that exceeds motivation to succeed. You got more motivation to sit down than you got to get up. You breathing life on what can go wrong opposed to what can go right. Yeah, bro. Yep. You doing it to yourself. It's a fear. Bro, this stuff happens to people, been happening to people, man, for thousands and thousands of years. This ain't nothing new. Socrates talked about this. Opposite of fear is faith. If you want to fight fear, you better get into some faith. Better increase your faith. Because either you got faith or you got fear. Faith will get you to walk into something and you don't know what the outcome is going to be once you get to the other end. But I got faith that I need to go through this, and I know that the fact I haven't seen it yet, but I know when I get on the other end, I'm going to be a better person for it. Because if you don't have that faith, the fear is going to keep you on the outside of going through that tunnel. You got to go through that metamorphosis. You got to go through that change, which means you got to go, and it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be afraid a lot of times, but not going through that tunnel, you guarantee no success and more of what you've been getting. We're talking about moving forward and moving ahead. You got to have faith, because faith inspires certain things. Courage. Yeah, faith inspires courage, and it inspires hope. It's worth fighting for if it's worth having. It's worth working hard for it if it's worth having. Number 9, resentment about the past. Let the past go. You ever had somebody who be around you, they start telling the story and you can finish the story? You ever had that? I do that to people. Keep telling me the same story. I give you about 2 times. By that 3rd time, I'm going to finish the story for you. Oh, I know this story. Then you say, then your cousin came around over to the house, and then somebody was in the bushes, and then you was over there, right? And then you're like, yeah. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing.
Yeah. Resentment about the past. Constantly digging up the past. Oh, my goodness. Digging up that corpse. This is for me, too. I was talking to somebody, having a disagreement with somebody last week, and brought up something about the past. They had nothing to do with what we were talking about. Something that happened maybe 2 weeks before we had this disagreement. Even something 2 weeks ago is the past. And what I brought up didn't have nothing to do with what we was talking about. This is for me too. Resentment about the past, constantly digging up the past will never help you. Constantly digging up the past will never help you. Though past experiences can easily affect today, don't let them define the moment you are in. If you're having a disagreement with somebody, man, talk about the disagreement in a respectful way. Talk about whatever it is that's going on at that moment. Don't bring up nothing about the past to highlight your point. Because it doesn't have nothing to do with what's going on right now. All you're going to do is make somebody feel bad about something that they did a while ago. Remind them of a mistake they made. You're just going to punish them. Best thing you can do is to express yourself in the moment. This way, you can prevent past regrets and resentments. Forgive others in order to be forgiven. Forgive others in order to be forgiven and to create peace. because that's all we really want is peace. Move on and let go of the negative past. 10 things you should always keep to yourself, 6 through 10. Number 10, your talents. Keep your talents to yourself, because people get tired of hearing somebody brag about their talent. Don't they? And you might be justified. You might be talented in a certain area. But if you keep talking about it, eventually people are going to start getting jealous or envious. And we don't need that in our lives. This one is actually something you can share with others. However, if you have special talents, don't talk about them constantly. Only talk about them when the right time comes, because actions speak louder than words. Don't talk about it, be about it. Apply these principles whenever you can. Don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that you isolate yourself from the world, but you should have certain boundaries that are not crossed, because no matter how kind people can be, they are unpredictable. And no matter how large the circle of people around you is, in the end, we are all on our own, other than our maker. So if you don't want people being rubbed the wrong way, you don't want people talking about you, keep your talents to yourself, unless it's a reason to bring it up. A right place to bring it up, a right time to bring it up.